Today I'm going to show you a fun card using the retiring stamp set for all you do. It's got these 10 different stamps. It's a very versatile stamp set. It's been around for years, but when it first came out, I used it non-stop. There's so many different ideas that you can do with it. This solid image is a really pretty one, as well as some of these flower pieces here. This is a card that I made with the stamp set, and the technique on here is called rock and roll. I actually have another video that shows how to do that technique, but I just wanted to pull this in to show you another sample of what you can do with this stamp set. So this set is retiring. It is only available through Stampin' Up! Until the end of May 2012. So if this is something you're interested in, make sure you get it ordered in the next couple of weeks, and you can do that right through my website. The card that I'm going to start with today is Daffodil Delight. So I've taken half of an 8.5 by 11, just folded that in half. And then I've got a smaller piece here, 5¼ inches by 4 inches of Cajun Craze. I put about an inch or so of adhesive in each corner. And then I'm just going to line that up on here. This is a piece of designer paper that's actually retired from the Attic Boutique that we had a couple of months ago. And this is some polka dotted chocolate chip ribbon. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right here to tack this down. And then I'll flip this over and add some more adhesive on the back just to hold it securely. Oops. Then I'll just flip it over to make sure that it's straight and add my adhesive in each corner and add this layer to the card. Okay, so this is the base of the card, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. Now we get to do the fun part of the card. This is a piece of just scrap Whisper White cardstock, and this is one of the images that comes in the stamp set, and Daffodil Delight ink. What I'm going to do is ink up the stamp, and instead of stamping directly on here, what I'm going to do is stamp off one time on my scrap paper and then onto my Whisper White cardstock. So it is pretty light. Let me just do one right next to it just to give you a comparison. So you can see stamping it directly versus the second time, it just has less ink on there. So I want the lighter look. And then what I'm going to do is come in with the butterfly image and the Cajun Craze ink. So again, the ink pads and cardstock are the same colors, Daffodil Delight and Cajun Craze. Now what I'm going to do is just stamp this image with the butterfly right over those polka dots. Hopefully you can see the polka dots on there well enough. Now this is where the fun part is. You could certainly just use a trimmer or scissors and just cut a square image. I wanted a little bit of a different look, so I'm using our large oval punch, the extra large oval punch. And I'm setting it on here like this and just popping it out. But then what I'm going to do, you can hopefully see that the polka dots end in a straight line, because if you remember, that stamp was a square image. So my polka dots don't go all the way over to the edges. And when I first did this card, I thought about just taking this stamp again and kind of adding some polka dots, but then I thought it might be neat to take some scissors and just snip right along the edge of the polka dots. So I've got an oval with some straight edges on it. And again, my next thought was just to add that to the card, but I thought there needed to be just a little bit more contrast there. So I decided to first take this layer and add it to an oval, the same size that I just punched out in the Cajun Craze color. So I'll put that on here. Oops, just a little bit crooked. There we go. So I'll put that on here and then add a couple Stampin Dimensionals to the back, and that will raise it up and pop it off of the card. So I'll set that right in the center. And you can see with that Cajun Craze behind it, it does just set it off a little bit more. And the last thing I'll do is add one of our rhinestones to the very center of the butterfly. And now you've got a different way to use your oval punches with the polka dot stamp. Thanks for watching my video. For daily creative inspiration, visit my blog or find me on Facebook at Jody Reinert Stamps.